morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always, told out of voice of radio. So today, I am delighted because I finally get to open Scarlet and Violet. Yay! Well, just Scarlet, actually. I'm also wearing a Fewer Coco shirt, if anyone's wondering. Fewer Coco X Splatoon. But today, we're opening a box of Pokemon Scarlet, and I am delighted. I had to get this sent to my proxy address. It is getting harder and harder to find Japanese boxes to open, which is a real pain. I obviously applied through the lottery for the Pokemon Center for a Scarlet and a Violet. I got Scarlet, not Violet. The Violet boxes are way more expensive, so cheers for that, Pokemon. But I am so happy. And look, I don't usually hope for a particular secret rare. But today, just for today, I really want to get the Okacheke. I really want the Okacheke penny. I mean, let's zoom in on the box for a second. Look how beautiful that is. Look how beautiful that is. But actually, there's more because it's the new style of box with the little tearaway strip, which is kind of cool. Wanted to just do, oh, and then all you see is my hand. You got the little tearaway strip here, and that's actually how you open it, which is kind of cool. Kind of different, honestly. Kind of weird. But yeah. Basically, Okacheke's done the penny special art rare. And I know the pull rates are extremely low, and I know I would have to be extremely lucky to get the penny special art rare. But I really want the penny special art rare because I don't want to have to buy it as a single. So, yeah. There we go. But this is our first foray into the new generation. Our first real Gen 9 cards. And I am absolutely hyped for this, ladies and gentlemen. I am very, very hyped for this. So, let's get rolling, shall we? Oh, the evolution of this is so disappointing. Oh, I got a little Starly there. There's your Krogunk. Oh, there's something cool in here. Oh, ha! Krogunk in the same pack as a Toxicroak EX. We got lovely little glittery. See that in person there. Our very first EX opened. And it turns out to be Toxicroak. I'm going to need some sleeves for these, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to need some sleeves. So yeah, finally opened our first EX. I have got the starter decks, which I'm going to open in a moment. And obviously they come with an EX in each. But for now, that is our very first, well, not for now, forever. That will be our first EX from the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet era. Which is very, very cool. Okay. Now what else we got? Well, got a lot of stuff, actually. Got an awful lot of packs coming, frankly. And I am delighted about that. So there's your Charcadet. There's lovely Routes. See, this is a new artist. I love this new artist. Oh, and we've got ourselves. Oh, my goodness. The evolution of Smoliv. I'm still not 100% down with all of the names. I cannot remember them all off the top of my head. I can only apologise for that. But there's a new one there. And that's rather cool. Of course, the goal here, like it has been for the past while for me, I want to, not including secret rares, I want to get one of every card in the set. Now, I do actually want to get all of the artwork rares, but the special art rares, full arts, etc., that's a bit too much. Oh, first pack with not much in. So I just want to get one of every card in a binder, because that seems like a cool thing to do, honestly. That seems like a fairly fun thing to go about and do. So, yeah. That's what I'm going to do. Open a box and then buy a bunch of singles and, go from there. And I'm going to be missing a couple of EXs, I think, from the box, which is a little sad. I think you get 4 out of 6 per box. And then I might be missing a couple of holos as well, but not too much. There's your reprint of Nest Ball, which, it's weird. Like, on the one hand, Nest Ball is a great card. Really good card to have reprinted. On the other hand, the fact that Quick Ball is rotating out basically means that Nest Ball is just replacing Quick Ball. And I know not everybody's necessarily chuffed. You see a different Charcadet there. Ooh, we can talk about that in a minute. We've got Fido. That is one of the, of course, you get 3 artwork rares per box nowadays. I love this. These used to be a special set thing. Now they're a main set thing. And we know they're coming in Triple Jump. So they're not just a main set thing. They're also a mini set thing. They're an every set thing. Oh, that is absolutely beautiful. Oh, I like that card. That was lovely. That makes me very, very happy. But yeah, one of the things they've done with Scarlet and Violet, which I do think is extremely cool, is they made it now so that every time they introduce a new Pokemon, they give 2 of the basic evolution. So you get a choice. So there's a couple of different Smoliv, for instance, which I think is awesome. I don't think they've done it for all the old Pokemon, but for all the new Pokemon, they do seem to be doing it, and that is just brilliant. Because it means you get a choice. It means that you're not kind of coming in straight off the bat, being forced into a particular basic because that's the only one that that Pokemon actually has. Generally speaking, there's one with higher HP, and then there is one with lower HP but a better attack. Lovely artwork there. Who doesn't love some good artwork? Of course, Okacheke is, Okacheke fans are eating good in this set. We've got the Tatsugiri. Now, I'm talking over Scarlet and Violet combined. We've got the Tatsugiri, which is amazing. There's a, I think it's a Drowsy, if I remember correctly. There's the Picnic Basket. We've then also got the Special Art Rare of Penny. That was weird timing. But yeah, it's that Penny. So it's a good time. It's a good time to be a fan of Okacheke, quite frankly. It is a very good time to be a fan of Okacheke. Haganosuke not seeing as much love in this set, which makes me a little bit sad. But there is so much cool art. We are still, we're still just in this amazing era where it's just every set has great art after great art after great art. Speaking of Tatsugiri, that is not Tatsugiri, but that is Dondozo. I love this card. To a 2 colourless energy, you deal 50 damage for each Tatsugiri in your discard pile. So, it's my kind of deck, let's be honest. So it is definitely a deck which I'm going to be having to play around with when it comes out over here. It's going to be a deck I'm making and testing and all of that. So we're getting towards the first half of the box. We are expecting over the box as a whole, we're expecting 4 EXs, 3 artwork rares, and a secret rare of some description, a special art rare, a full art, a gold card, something along those lines. So quite a lot to be gotten from one box, to be honest with you. And I do love with the Japanese boxes, the fact that when you open a box, they are packed kind of deliberately. So you get 4 of the 6 EXs, but you won't get any doubles. You'll get a bunch of the holos, but you won't get any doubles. So you basically end up at the end of the box with all the commons, all the uncommons. Oh, what have we got? Oh, that's alright. The Armor Rouge, really nice ability that moves, it basically lets you move fire energy to your active, which is pretty gosh darn cool. So yeah, you open a box of Japanese cards, and again, not including secret rares, that would be ridiculous, but you basically have to buy yourself like 2 EXs and maybe a couple of holos, and that's it. You've got one of every card in the set. It's ludicrous how easy it is to complete the sets. But it is kind of awkward now because there's 12 artwork rares in Scarlet and 12 in Violet, and they are technically secret rares. Oh, speaking of which, that's very good timing. I like this Sandile way more than I should. I like it way more than I should. I don't know why I love the art on this so much, but I do. I think it is a stunning piece of artwork. I'm a huge, gigantic fan of it. Oh, there's also the Mabestiff artwork rare, which is an Okacheke, which is extremely cool as well. So these sets are going to get a little more expensive for me now. I'll still probably just buy one box of every set and then go singles. But as well as getting my 2 EXs and a couple of holos, which, unless they're ridiculously playable EXs, you're literally talking at like a $5 at the most. I'm now going to... Oh, hello, Rev of Room. This is a really good card. This lets you discard an energy card from your hand and draw 2. You got 6 cards. That is a very, very good card. I expect to see a bunch of play. Obviously, Bibarel draws until 5, but this draws until 6. You got to discard an energy, which isn't the end of the world. Bunch of decks like having energy in the discard. But the fact that you draw till 6 rather than 5 and drop a card, so you're actually drawing 2 more than Bibarel, that is a very big deal. So yeah, from now on I'm going to have to go and buy like 9 artwork rares per set, and that is going to be a pain. Hey! Speaking of... Oh, actually, quickly, that's the evolution I said was rubbish. It's Bartha. But yeah, we got Koraidon EX. I love this one. Very, very cool cards. You can see these EXs. They do have that lovely... Also, what am I looking at here? That lovely, like, star holo pattern in the back. It's very, very cool. From what I've seen so far, it seems like every box seems to have the Terastal EX. Because remember, there's 1 per set. There's Gyarados and Arcanine. I'll be honest with you, I want to get the Terastal Pokemon just because I want to see it in person. But we are expecting so far, we're actually halfway through. After this pack, Oh, hello, Professor Sada. Yeah, after this pack, we're now exactly halfway through in terms of opening packs, but we've got 2 of our 4 EXs, and we got 2 of our 3 artwork rares, and then we are still missing our secret rare, so we got basically 4 more hits to come, which is kind of lovely, honestly. That makes me happy. Plenty of cool cards left to pull, and then of course we've got all the holos and everything else coming out as well. I do like opening Japanese boxes. I like opening English boxes, obviously, but the pull rates have been so inconsistent. It's just been like a little bit sad, honestly. Hey ho. So what do we got in this one? Anything cool? Yes, it's a Wiglet. Oh, and we'll get to that in a second. So that should be, I believe that's our last artwork rare we are expecting here. And I adore the artwork on this Wiglet. The art on this Wiglet is absolutely stunning. It gives me vibes of the secret rare, the alternate art VMAX Vaporeon, just because it's got lots of Pokemon seen under the water. There's so many cool ones. It's hard for me to be upset, honestly, regardless. But that is the Okacheke Tatsugiri here. I love this one. I would like to get a second one of these. One for the Okacheke binder, one for the set binder. But artwork-wise, that is one of my favourite. That might be my favourite non-special Okacheke. Again, there's so many special Okacheke cards. Your Flareon, your Hooper, things of that nature. It's awkward because they do look a little bit better sometimes. But believe me when I say, certainly in terms of the common and uncommon Okacheke cards, that Tatsugiri is right up there. Like, artwork-wise, it is just absolutely stunning. Still waiting to see what my secret rare is going to be from this box. I would like it to be Penny. I've made no secret about that. If I get full art Penny, I'll be honest with you, I'm going to be a little bit sad. Because that is so close. But it will be so far. We've got 2 EXs and a secret rare still to come. You know, the pull rates on the full art and the secret rares are obviously very low. You know, it's 1 secret rare of any description per box, not including artwork rares. There are secret rares, but they're different. So to pull the full art Penny would be very good luck, but it's not an Okacheke card, so it's not the one I want. What have we got? Oh, it is the other one that I really wanted from this set. It is your Great Tusk. It's Ancient Donphan, right? I was always going to love this. Iron Treads and Ancient... What am I looking at? Iron Tusk and Great Treads. Love those Pokemon. They do actually both have special art rares in the sets. So I want the Great Tusk special art rare. That would be my second choice after the Penny. The thing is, it's quite a lot cheaper than the Penny. And I don't want to, I'm going to have to buy one of them at least as a single. And, obviously I'd like to be able to buy the cheaper single if at all possible. It looks like we've got a holo here. What have we got? Oh, that lovely Hawlucha. This Hawlucha actually is really, really playable card. Because what we've got here is basically a... Well, yeah, it's just a phenomenal card. It basically, you drop 2 damage counters, 1 on each of 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon, which is just awesome. It's basically the, it's like the spiritual successor to Galarian Zigzagoon. And now the Galarian Zigzagoon will drop 1 damage counter on anything. This drops 2, but it's exactly 1 onto each of 2 bench Pokemon. So, yeah, that is pretty gosh darn cool. So where are we going with this? Oh, it's Gardevoir EX. That's a nice one. The Special Art Red Gardevoir is probably like the money card, so to speak, for the set. I'm not, like I say, I'm not really in this to try and get the money cards or anything like that. What I'm really after are 1 of every card, not including secret rares, and I want the Okacheke Penny because it's an Okacheke card. And I'm going to have to buy it anyway, so I'd like to be able to pull it here. So it doesn't look like we are getting the Terrestrial Pokemon. I just had a little mini heart attack because I just pushed a button and it wasn't recording, which meant I'd either accidentally stopped the recording, in which case I restarted it and it was fine, or I forgot to record the first half of the opening and I was going to be terrified. Luckily, I did record the first half, so there would have been a little jump in the video a second ago where the 2 halves met. Honestly, I like this. Kato's back doing stadiums. This is Beach Court. It's basically a reprint of Sky Arrow Bridge, which is to say it is it's reducing your retreat cost by 1 if you are a basic Pokemon, which is good, basically. Pun intended. Right. So I don't think I actually lost any of the video there, which is lovely. Okay, we finish off with that a lovely Zigzagoon. That's not a Zigzagoon, that's a Zangoose. Still a Z Pokemon, not Z, Z. A Z Pokemon. That's how that letter is said. Yeah, I definitely do have the I do have both parts of the video. Briefly terrifying, came back nicely. Now I think at this stage all we're actually waiting for is the secret rare. There is a lovely Clorf coming out as a holo. I mean, you don't need much of a translation there. Oh, actually, the free energy is this Pokemon is confused, which isn't particularly great. Also, right, learning Japanese, real pain. No argument there. It's not an easy language to learn. But I will say I've gotten to the point where I've basically taught myself how to translate all but the most awkward Pokemon cards. And, you know, the simple ones like this Pokemon is confused, I can just kind of do on the fly as I'm doing an opening. It's good. It's really good. It's such a huge advantage. So, it's awkward and a pain, but I would recommend it to anybody. Ah, come on, give me another uncommon Tatsugiri. That's another one I really want. Again, I will just buy a Tatsugiri. It won't cost very much. But I would like it if I didn't have to buy the Tatsugiri. I'd like it if I could just pull two from my box and, you know, move on with my life. Also still waiting for that secret rare. Almost certainly going to be slightly disappointed. Oh, okay. Not that disappointed. Look, it's not the penny. That was never really going to be that likely. It's not the special art rare of the Great Tusk, but it is the full art Great Tusk, which is another card I was probably going to pick up as a single anyway. So yeah. Oh, I like this, ladies and gentlemen. I like this very much indeed. Was not my first or second choice for secret rare, but that worked out pretty gosh darn nicely. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to just kind of rush the last few packs. Oh, can I open them all at once? Is that too much? Yeah, we did it. The reason very simply is I believe at this stage we've basically pulled everything we are expecting to pull. We've got our free artwork rares. We've got our 4 EXs. We've got our special art rare. So there might be like a holo in here, but we're not expecting to have any more kind of decent hits. So let's do just a nice speed round to the end here. Would like to get another Tatsugiri. That would be very cool. But this is one of the cool things about the guaranteed. I mean, it's kind of a rubbish thing. Do be careful buying Japanese packs because they absolutely can be weighed. Unlike now, I knew all of these packs had nothing better than a holo in. So even if you kind of weigh them and find a holo, you know you're not getting anything good. So you need to be very, very careful buying loose Japanese packs. So we rush to the end, and it is basically just a bunch of bulk. Although a lot of it's going to go in my binder, and that's going to be lovely. But you buy a Japanese box nowadays, and, you know, you get a bunch of holos, which is cool. But you then get yourself your free artwork rares, and I'm very happy with my free artwork rares. You get the secret rare, which for me is your full art of Great Tusk, which I kind of love. And then you get yourself your 4 EXs. So I need to go and pick up a couple of EXs, maybe a couple of holos, 9 artwork rares, and then I've got the set. And I'm happy with that, ladies and gentlemen. I am happy. It wasn't a penny. The odds on that was so slim. And it wasn't a special art rare Great Tusk, but I've literally got Don Fan in my logo down here, right? So, full art Great Tusk is my secret rare. Hard to complain about that, ladies and gentlemen. Hard to complain about that. Right, you know the deal. Comment, like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, all that good stuff. Patreon, check Patreon as well. That's kind of cool. Yeah, look out for yourselves till next time. Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio. Bye.